Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Bumblebee. This is the movie. It stars Haley Stansfield, John Cena. This is I guess, a kind of a prequel to the regular Transformers movies. This takes place in the late '80s, and it's basically about a character named Charlie, played by Haley Stansfield. She's about to turn 18, and she, lives with her mother, her little brother, and her I guess, stepfather, and she works and lives in a small California beach town, and she's trying to find her place. Her father passed away a couple of years ago, who she was really close with, and she's really missing him. And she's got kind of a mechanic. She works on cars and stuff, and she works at this fair in the little small town, and she works in a garage as well. And she finds this little, you know, in the midst of trying to get a car because she really wants a car so she can, instead of, because she has like sort of a moped that she rides around to get everywhere, and she kind of wants a car, but her mother, is a nurse, and they're not that well off financially, so she can't really give her a car that she wants. So she works in the garage, like basically trying to fix an old car that her and her father were working on before he died. But she actually, in the midst of trying to find parts, she finds this old looks like a beat up little car there, Bumblebee, and of course she doesn't know that it's a transformer, and she gives asks the guy how much he wants for it, and he basically gives it to her for her birthday, the guy that owns the garage, and she takes it home, and that's when, like you see in the trailer, she discovers that it's not actually a car, but it's actually a transformer. Now, this movie, Bumblebee, this is, again, like I said, it's sort of a prequel because it kind of begins with, the war on Cybertron and stuff, and how Bumblebee gets to Earth. And I really enjoyed this movie a lot. This movie was fun. This is probably, in my opinion, one of the best Transformers movies. It probably is the best because it's a kind of it's kind of a human story because it's told through Bumblebee's and his interactions with Charlie, played by Haley Stansfield. And like I said, she's her character of Charlie. She's trying to move ahead, but she really she's basically trying to find her place in her life because she's on the verge of turning 18. She wants the freedom that having a car will give her, and she's kind of sort of an outcast in the fact that she's not with the popular kids and stuff. But she's trying to find her niche, and Bumblebee kind of helps her with that. And when she discovers who he is, and she starts communicating with him, and they basically become best friends, literally. Okay, and it's a really sweet story the way it plays out with her, and discovering Bumblebee and all the features, and she basically kind of teaches him how to do things and stuff, and and shows her, she shares stuff from her from her past with him, even though he can't really communicate. He does kind of communicate in a different way, and it's really sweet the way they interact, that interaction between Bumblebee and Charlie. They become like sort of like best friends. Now there's another character that a neighbor that lives next door to her, young teenage boy who's trying to get her attention, but she's like she's focused on other things, so she really doesn't really notice him at first. But then eventually they become friends, and again you have John Cena in the movie. He plays I think one of these soldiers who kind of has an encounter with Bumblebee, and also this would be a Transformer movie, so there wasn't uh, Decepticons in this movie, and they actually come to Earth looking for Bumblebee and and they kind of make friends with the with the government to try to help them track help. They kind of make a deal with them to have them help them track down Bumblebee. In return, they'll share their technology with them. But of course, they're Decepticons, so it's not going to end in a good way for the government. But I just enjoy the relationship between Bumblebee and Charlie, Haley Stansfield. It's really sweet, and that really makes the movie what it makes the movie so enjoyable. And the humor is really good in it. I like the neighborhood kid is really funny. Who's trying to? His name is Mimo, which I can't believe that, but that's his name. But he's trying to get Charlie's attention. Okay, but like I said, she's focused on she was focused on other things, and also focused on Bumblebee, and then eventually they do become friends, and they have to team up basically to try to help Bumblebee and help him escape from the Decepticons and stuff. And it's really a sweet story the way it plays out, and you really see the character growth in Charlie. You know, because again, she has this kind of a tense relationship with her mother and her steppops and even her little brother, and she's trying to find her place. And again, Bumblebee really helps her comes to grips with a lot of stuff, and also with the grief that she still has for her from her father, father dying. And it's really sweet the way it plays out. And I enjoy this movie thoroughly. They have enough action in this between Bumblebee and the Decepticons, and that sweet story that about Charlie finding her way. And it really plays out really sweet. And I really enjoy this movie a lot. Again, I think this is probably one of the best Transformers movies. It got to be probably the best. I wouldn't, without a doubt, in my opinion. I'm going to give Bumblebee an 8 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed this movie. Again, the humor, the heart of it, and the action is just really good and sweet. And I love Haley Stansfield, and I love the character of Bumblebee. And this is the way you do a Transformer movie. Okay, you give a story with a lot of heart in it, and it really works, in my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think of Bumblebee. If you've seen it, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And if you like this review, please hit the subscribe button down below. I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram in the description box, as well as a link to my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trade Pastor saying so long and take care.